The land before the empire. Long before the rise of Mali, the western part of Africa was dotted with powerful kingdoms. One of the earliest and most powerful was the Ghana Empire, not the modern country. Ghana controlled the gold-salt trade routes, and for centuries it grew rich. But by the 11th century, Ghana began to decline due to wars, overexpansion, and invasions from northern Muslim warriors known as the Almoravids. In the grassy savannas and forest edges of present-day Mali, Mauritania, Senegal, and Guinea, smaller chiefdoms began to rise, each waiting for a powerful leader to unite them. The rise of a hero, Sundiata Keita. In the early 1200s, a young prince named Sundiata Keita was born in the small kingdom of Kangoba. He was lame and weak as a child, and many doubted he would become anything great. But Sundiata's destiny was bigger than anyone imagined. When the Susu king, Sumanguru Kante, conquered much of the old Ghana territory, including Sundiata's homeland, he ruled cruelly. Sundiata, now strong and grown, led a resistance with warriors from various kingdoms. At the Battle of Karina in 1235, Sundiata defeated Sumanguru and began the Mali Empire. He was crowned Mansa, a king of Mali, and people called him the Lion King of Mali. Building a glorious empire. Sundiata didn't just win battles, he built a nation. He united the Monde people, formed a centralized government, and encouraged farming, trade, and justice. His capital was Niani, located on the upper Niger River. He established the Bora, a council of nobles and elders that helped him govern. Islam began to spread, but traditional African religion remained strong. Mali became known for its balance between the two. Under Sundiata, Mali controlled gold mines, salt deposits, and fertile land, making it one of the wealthiest empires in African history. The empire expands. After Sundiata died around 1255, the empire passed through several rulers. Some were weak, but Mali held together. Then, in the 1300s, a new king rose, one whose name would become legendary across continents, Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa and the Golden Pilgrimage. Mansa Musa became king around 1312. Under his rule, Mali reached its greatest size, stretching from the Atlantic Ocean deep into the Sahara, covering modern-day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Niger, and parts of Burkina Faso. In 1324, Mansa Musa went on the Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca. His journey was unlike anything the world had seen. He traveled with 60,000 men, 12,000 slaves, and 100 camels, each carrying hundreds of pounds of gold. He built mosques and gave away gold freely as he passed through Egypt and Arabia. He was so generous that he caused massive inflation in cities like Cairo. The gold lost value because he gave away so much of it. European mapmakers, hearing of this golden empire, even drew Mansa Musa's image on maps, sitting on a throne of gold. Centers of learning and trade. Mansa Musa returned to Mali and built the city of Timbuktu into a center of learning, culture, and trade. He founded the Sanko University, one of the oldest in the world, and invited scholars, poets, and architects from all over the Islamic world. Timbuktu and Djenne became famous for their mud brick mosques, libraries, and schools. Mali wasn't just rich, it became a beacon of knowledge. After Mansa Musa, the slow decline. After Mansa Musa died in 1337, his successors tried to hold the empire together. But the unity Sundiata and Musa had built began to crack. The empire grew too large to manage, and local rulers started acting independently. By the late 1300s, Tuareg warriors captured Timbuktu. In the 1400s, the Songhai Empire, once a part of Mali, rose in the east and challenged Mali's power. By the mid-1500s, Mali had lost most of its territory, wealth, and influence. The legacy lives on. Though the Mali Empire declined, its legacy lived on. It showed the world the greatness of African kingdoms. It left behind amazing architecture, like the Great Mosque of Djenne. It gave us heroes, like Sundiata Keita, whose legend is still sung in epic poems. It proved Africa had gold, knowledge, and civilization long before colonization. Even today, the names Mali, Timbuktu, and Mansa Musa spark pride and wonder.